football coach, threatening to physically assault one of his players over and over again, taunting him even. Here's the video.
Get the out. You got me up. Do something. Get the up and do something. I'll blow your like some shambles. You got me
Jon, shut the door, bro.
Real talk. You want to be a gangster? Let's do some gangster. Let's go. Get up. Let's go. I want to blow your so bad you. You a bitch. You a bitch.
I never told no one.
You a bitch.
I never told no one.
Go call your mom and tell her that. Come on, get up.
Coach, no.
Get the up. I'll rock your ass to sleep. You got me up.
Coach, I never told no one.
You didn't say that?
Coach.
I wasn't there. Malachi was to him.
You didn't say that? Man, get the out of here. Get the out of my life. Go. You got me up.
Cause it's that old poppy too. I don't know how.
You want to be a gangster until it's time to do gangster. I like this. I'm cut like that. I'm cut like that.
Trying to get like that, Coach.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Oh, I don't know where it might have been.
You want to put words in my mouth?
I just didn't
Then go out there and confront them.
All right, coach, you about that life? That's how you cut? That's how you roll? You about that action? Here's the next video.
Today I want to take the time to take accountability for my actions that occurred earlier with a player and Mr. Elvin Day. My actions today were very, very unneeded, disrespectful, and wasn't a good look as far as player-coach personnel goes. I hold my players in high accountability for the way they act, and I need to be held in the same standards. And at the moment, I feel that I let my team down, my coaches down, and our program down for the actions that I displayed earlier this afternoon. Moving forward, I am going to be suspending myself till further notice, holding myself accountable for the way I acted to my team and my coaches. And I'm going to do what I can to seek mentorship on myself to be able to become a better coach and mentor to my players so that I can make sure that this never happens again.
Hello, my name is Alvin Day. I play for the Southwest Florida Prep and Tech Seahawks. The incident that unfolded today was it was uncalled for, and I'm glad that my coach is taking accountability for his actions. That's something that's very, very important. Accountability is very, very important around here, so I'm glad that he's holding himself to the same standard that he held us to. I do forgive the actions of Coach Jenks, as he's been a good mentor to me, and I'm hoping we can move forward. Go Seahawks.
Wow, so much here, all right? He suspended himself, okay? He brought the victim of his verbal assault and threats to sit so close to him, it looked as if he may be kidnapped. Put up the first picture screen shot. The video shows a 45-year-old adult male named Coach Derek Jenks getting into the player's face, repeatedly yelling at him, do something, do something. The Florida Preparatory School football coach has now suspended himself and is stepping away as the head coach after the video shared on social media showed him verbally attacking one of his players. The coach, the head coach and founder of Southwest Florida Prep and Technical Institute in Naples, Florida, announced his suspension in that video as you saw. And also the school shared it on their Facebook page. The coach was sitting next to Mr. Alvin Day, the player he verbally attacked in the video. You see it there. This is so backwards. He suspends himself. What? Let's keep that picture out. You're able, sir, to do that to a youth and then suspend yourself? And the institution, the school, backed the play because they promoted it on their social media. And a comment on the Facebook post, Day, who identifies herself as Alvin Day's mother, said the family is considering all options, quote, to ensure that Coach Jinks is held accountable for this disgraceful act, end quote. It is unclear what the self-suspension means in terms of drawing pay or taking a leave of absence. USA Today has reached out to the Institute for Comment, Incorporated in January 2022 as a Florida non-for-profit corporation. Southwest Florida Prep and Tech Institute is a tuition-based school that offers credit recovery and SAT prep classes, as well as technical school options for post-high school football players, many of whom are trying to secure opportunities to play in college. It's basically high school. The football team is a member of the National Postgrad Athletic Association, which also includes IMG Academy and Bradenton. According to its website, the total cost to attend is $8,600, which includes housing since some players come from out of the area. Day, the player Jinks berated in the video, is listed as being from Boston. In July, Coach Jinks said these out-of-area students are housed at the Fairfield Inn and Suites by Marriott and Bonita Springs. Now, here's the thing. You know why it was recorded? Because somebody else in that room was sick and tired of this coach berating people in this way. So they secretly recorded the coach in likely one of his normative moments where he goes around speaking to individuals in such a horrible, threatening, and violent way. Now, let us not start saying things like, well, he's just being a coach. All coaches do that. They threaten to literally physically harm you. They dare you to call your mother? No, that's not a coach, that's a coward. These are youth. These are children. These are impressionable individuals who are already in a situation where they require that system to work for them, to be their advocate, to be their supporter, to enhance their adult behavior, not to give them examples of what it's like to be adult in body only and not in mentality. Now, who is supposed to be the professional here? The coach. Now, if he's upset, you can have an assertive conversation. I have assertive conversations with my students at times. But to physically threaten a student, that's called illegal. It is against the law. And it's against the law for a reason. All right, it doesn't sound like the mother is happy about the explanation given her comment on record that we read. David, thoughts here?
Well, I'm very eager to see what the Institute does. If the Institute says, yes, we support the suspension, we would have suspended him ourselves. Good for the institution if they take that step. They should not have had the coach, though, make the first move. But let's be clear, football is a violent sport, but it's about controlled violence. And if you cannot control your violence within the parameters of the rules, you get yourself in trouble, you get your team in trouble, you might actually hurt somebody unnecessarily. If a coach is expecting controlled violence from his players, he has to have a certain amount of control. And yes, I agree that there are coaches who will get in their players' faces. We see it every Saturday and Sunday and Friday night in high school. Players will get chewed out by their coach, but there's a difference between chewing out a player and threatening him in the way that this coach did with this young man down in Florida. And I think if we can't see the distinction, then we're not being real about where football and coaching and mentorship is in the first place.
That's right, so well said. And two things I wanna highlight. Number one, the power of example. The power of example. Young people, well, they don't always listen, but they're always learning. No matter what's happening, they are always learning based on your example primarily. Number two, what would have happened if this young man would have actually stood up? What would have happened if this young man was offended enough to simply stand up and say, Coach, you're gonna have to stop threatening my personal safety? What would have happened in that moment?